Hi guys.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Congratulations, you guys are absolutely killing it. We are so proud of you. This group is absolutely on fire. Drop us an emoji down below. Let us know how you're feeling about the work you've been doing throughout the day today. We are so incredibly proud of you guys. So this is your bonus recap session. We added this session because we know that this is a lot of new information, and we know that for a lot of you guys, you're doing your best to keep up with everything, but you might need to hear things more than once to really bring it all home and help you get ready to take action with it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna recap some of the most important points of what we covered throughout the day today. And of course, we wanna remind you guys that Unstoppable Entrepreneur registration is now open, and we are so excited. We had a bunch of you guys join during the live only bonuses, so congrats to all of you guys. You guys see the cards going up in the group welcoming everyone, and so just huge congrats to all of you guys, not only those of you that joined the program that are already working with our team and getting set up for success going forward, but also to all of you guys that did the work throughout the day today. You guys should be incredibly proud.
By you guys. Yes, so inspired. Every time we do this, we say like, for us, yes, we're here to teach and serve, but selfishly, we love to see how you guys translate this into so many different industries. Yes. You keep us sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. And we get fired up seeing all of your offers and like your names of your challenges. We're like, wow, there's like a lot of really good stuff.
I mean, I get DMs like a month later. People are like, I just did my challenge. Like I added 25K. I did all this. And it's like, oh my God. Like it's so rewarding. Amazing the impact that you guys can make with this method. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, thank you guys so much for participating. This is your bonus recap session. We're going to go through just some of the key things that we want to remind you of and that we think it's important for you to know. This session does not replace going through the first four, because those are the four key pillars of what we're teaching you here about the live launch method. But this serves as a reminder of some of the key, most important things that we really want to emphasize. So first and foremost, you have to have a no-brainer offer that focuses on what your market wants, not what they need, and what they're willing to buy right now. We want you to focus on simplifying that down to 2 to 4 words that really speaks to that urgent thing that people want right now, and they want badly enough that they're going to be willing to pull out their credit card to buy. That is number 1. Number 2, the live launch method hinges on a couple things. Number 1, it's all about inertia. It's about getting people into action, and it's about serving them. It's about the win, like we talked about, wonder and all, instant breakthrough, no-brainer offer. And so if you make sure that you are focused on getting a win for your clients and serving them at the highest level, you are not only going to be closing tons of clients using this method, but you are going to be building your brand. And that's why we recommend that you do this in a Facebook group, because part of building $1 million brand online is there has to be culture, and there has to be a sense of community, right? And you can't create culture or community if there's no place for people to congregate. So remember the 3 C's. There needs to be a culture, there needs to be a community, and there has to be a place for people to congregate. That's why we recommend that you do this first in your Facebook group. The cool thing about the live launch method is you can adapt it in a million different ways on all different platforms, and once you have these skills, you can use them for the rest of your life in various forms and facets. We want you the first few times to do it exactly as we teach it, so that you can get results right away, so that you can get to the 6-figure mark from your launches, then go have fun with it, make the changes, rearrange, whatever. So you're going to be hosting this in a private Facebook group. As we talked about, you teach 4 pillars and then you transition into the sales component. And Stephanie went through the 10 ways that we recommend that you fill your group. There are a myriad of ways that you can get this job done. We recommend that between tonight and tomorrow, you actually get your group set up if it's not already. Begin inviting people to the group. A simple 1-line message on what they're going to learn with 3 bullets that describe the biggest value that they're going to get and why this is different from anything else that they've done before. That people will respond to that. It's really no more complicated than that.
Simplicity, guys.
Right?
We cannot say it enough.
Exactly. It's all about simplicity. And, you know, again, it's remembering what makes the live launch method so special. It's the simplicity. It's ripping down all the barriers between you and your audience. It's using your intuition. It's doing that 2-way communication. Yes, we love you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the comments coming in below. We see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's the 2-way communication. It's the inertia. It's the focus on service and getting people a win. It's getting people into action instead of getting people into overwhelm. That's why we said that homework piece needs to be so simple each and every day. One little step that they can take that is going to help them to achieve results, right? So, it's the inertia. It's getting rid of all the tech. It's simplifying down to two-way communication with you and your audience, using your intuition and updating and tweaking what you're doing and why so that it matches the feedback that you are getting from your own people so that you are focused in being of service and getting them a key result, right? So you understand what the live launch method is all about. You understand that your offer has to be a no-brainer offer and that it must be simplified down, get rid of the adjectives, get rid of all the descriptors, focus on what they want right now. We talked about creating the title for your methodology. And what's so important, guys, here is stop thinking about this as just a way that you're going to make sales into your program and start thinking about this as a way to build your brand, right? You want your live launch to be a brand building tool that gives people from around the globe access to work with you over 2 days, at which point, once they have experienced that with you, not only are they raving fans for life, but they are going to, in the future, become advocates, referral sources, clients, and so much more. Right. So this is a brand building tool where you're labeling your methodology, and I talk a lot about making sure you're selling to the gap, meaning focus on serving and leading with the thing that no one else in your industry is doing, and it makes it so easy and so natural to work through the sales process. That's why obviously we always talk about with the Unstoppable Entrepreneur, we lead with accountability, we lead with accessibility, we lead with that 360 report because no one else does. And that's what everyone needs. And there's an opportunity in every industry to do something very similar. Seth, what would you add?
Yeah, well, and I think so many times, people get into business based on this passion that they have. I mean, that's what both of your businesses are built on and how we show up every single day. And it's really interesting when we talk about selling to the gap, you guys already have that passion and this big why behind why you started your business. If you simply step into that, you are filling the gap. And, we talk so much about the Unstoppable Entrepreneur being a program and not a course. This is the differentiator. This is us selling to the gap. Much of you guys are doing it very similarly. So many other business coaches, quote unquote, and I mean that with love, put together a course and they step back and they say, okay, my hands are done. That's it. And now these entrepreneurs go through this and they say, this big gap is I have nobody to talk to. No one understands the emotional side. They're not surrounding me from all angles. You guys are the same way. All you have to do is care. You guys are already there. What we want you to do with this live launch method is use it to step into showing people your energy and your passion and all of these things. The rest of it really will take care of itself. Obviously, you want to pull some of the power levers that we talked about in our earlier sessions, but you guys have everything that you need. What you need to do is start translating it in front of people. And that's really what this method will help you do. So much more easier and more simply than kind of stressing over and putting all these hours into this perfect quote unquote launch. People don't want perfect, guys.
Yes, absolutely. So true. So, everything that Stephanie is saying is really the difference. I mean, we get on our team sales calls all the time and we say our biggest differentiator is that we actually care.
Yes.
And it's amazing that it can be that simple in this world where you feel like everything is oversaturated. You feel like it's so hard to differentiate. It's actually not. Yeah. It's actually easier and simpler than ever. It just may look different than what you've been focused on. You may be trying to teach something totally different or package it completely different, but that's actually not what's required to differentiate, and it's not going to be the biggest game changer for you. So we're handing you the keys of the kingdom. We talked about the title, we talked about the offer, so that's the front and the back, right? We want to make sure that you understand that there are 4 pillars of teaching, and that those 4 pillars are the things that are going to both create inertia and action for your audience, and they're also the 4 most important things that they have to learn that are setting them up for success for when they move into your program. So obviously in the live launch, you're giving kind of the surface level key principles. And then when they move into your program, that's where they get that really aggressive hands-on support, accessibility, and the full system, right? So for us, a lot of our focus when people transition from the live launch into the Unstoppable program is that we're going to really help them with like all of the tactical things, like the templates around messaging, the strategy for filling their groups and generating leads, the transition from content into sales, what the back-end sales strategies need to look like, the power strategies for really increasing your conversions. Like that's the difference between what someone would get in the live launch and then what someone would get in the program.
Yes.
And for you want to think about it the same way. You give them the core principles, you give them the foundation, you set them up for success in your live launch, and then you transition them into your proprietary system that's going to bring them full circle once they start working with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
One of the things that you always say that I think is really important to think about here is that information is different from implementation and support in implementation. So a lot of people ask us, like, you're showing up live, you're serving, you're giving them all this content. What's the kind of barrier between like giving them what they need and giving it all away? Guys, the difference here is that, again, you're just getting them into inertia. Giving them the information is what gets people into action. Long term, though, to get the real results and be able to layer on top of all of these things that you're teaching in your challenge, that's where your program comes in. So if you kind of had that question mark floating around today, super common, we do get that question pretty frequently. There is a key difference though. So for you guys, show up, like teach the heck out of whatever you're teaching. Once you get into your program, again, it's going to make the sales so much easier because people can already see, oh my gosh, I'm getting all this value. What's to come is going to be even better.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So you have your 4 teaching sessions. In the second half of your 4th session, you transition into the open invitation to invite them to bring this process full circle with you. And then we walked through what those core sessions need to look like, from elevating the client to the top 10 Q&As, to overcoming objections, to really walking through the stack of the offer, and then doing those like time-intensive sessions where you're really helping to answer those questions that people are stuck on, that everybody struggles with when they're making an investment in their business. And throughout all of that, guys, you are so focused and locked in on just being in your zone of genius because you're not worrying about technology and all of this layered automation and landing pages and conversion rates and all of these complex things that take away from you creating connectivity. And because of that, your clients are going to fall in love with you because you are going to be operating from your zone of genius. You're going to be operating using your intuition. And most importantly, you're going to be focused on the win for them, wonder and all, instant breakthrough, and the no-brainer offer. And because of that, you are going to be building an unbelievable fan base that not only is going to convert in each launch, but then you're going to have people in this launch that are going to come through in the next one, and it's a domino effect. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, essentially.
It really no, it really is.
Yeah, definitely. So I would say those are some of the main things that we really want to recap today. As we talked about in session 5 tomorrow morning, I am going to be breaking down for you the super sales strategies that are power levels that you're going to layer on top of what we already gave you, that are really going to help you increase your conversion rates and get maximum return on investment for the work that you did in your live launch. So I would say tomorrow morning session is probably one of the most important ones because it's really like your full circle moment, right?
Yeah.
So before we go though, I do want to remind everyone the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program is open. We had lots of you guys say yes already, and we are so excited to be working with you. I know a lot of you guys have already been on the phone with Nicole. You're connecting with Teresa. We can't wait to welcome you in the family and get you on the call early next week. So that's amazing. I want to remind you guys again what the Unstoppable program is all about. It is focused on accessibility, accountability, and support through implementation and results. As Stephanie said, we really scanned the coaching landscape. We looked at what was missing and why people were failing, and we flipped our entire model around to lead with that. The Unstoppable program is the only program you will ever need to go from 0 to 7 figures in your own online service-based business or personality brand. And it has 5 core components that are going to support you every step of the way. Your accountability coach, your Tuesday marketing implementation sessions with Stephanie, your live Unstoppable Entrepreneur coaching calls with myself, Stephanie, and our coaching team, the Facebook group, and the membership site. So those 5 core components are going to make you absolutely unstoppable in your business and help you bring this whole process full circle. In terms of what you're going to learn, there's an unbelievable amount of information, but what's really nice is we hand select your focus and we hand select what to focus on when, so that we do not allow you to get overwhelmed. And if you ever do get overwhelmed, that's why we have our accountability support structure to pull you back, help you get back on track, realign your focus, and move forward. You will learn how to get consults on the books every single week that will convert. You will learn how to build an amazing 7-figure ecosystem online with social media, and you will learn all of the most important, most powerful strategies that we use and our clients are using today, using social selling in their business. You're gonna learn how to build a profitable email list. You're gonna learn how to create a booming social media presence, how to get new fans and followers, how to design and grow your group coaching program, how to implement the live launch method successfully with a huge focus on the play-by-play in terms of your messaging, what you're doing while you're live, what you're doing during open cart, and really filling in all of those gaps around sales. And I want to touch on sales for a quick second, because what I notice is most entrepreneurs don't have a background in sales. They don't have a background in marketing. They don't really understand how to present their offers in a compelling way that people are going to say yes to. We have an entire section called the Grow Your Income section, and it's called Grow Your Income for a reason.
My life.
Right?
She puts us through it, guys. Like our entire team goes through this.
This is literally the training that I have my own internal team go through, my selling and marketing team especially. And this is literally an entire section of the program dedicated to every element of what is going to make you an effective marketer and is going to allow you to convert high ticket sales on the spot. Once you can do that in a consultation, you can do that on a live stream, you can do that on a webinar, you can do that in your live launch and everything in between. But if you've never sold before, you probably have some gaps that need to be filled in order to help you get to the level that you want to be. You will not need any other programs in conjunction with the Unstoppable Entrepreneur. And as I mentioned already so many times, the accessibility and the support is so unique to us. And as of now, we still offer one-to-one coaching on a monthly basis with your accountability coach. At some point, that will go to small group.
Emphasis on now. So get in while it's good.
So I would say get in now, because we do raise the price, and we did just raise the price. We're going to raise the price again in the next couple months here. And at some point, we will go from individual one-on-one accountability coaching to small group, just because of the volume that we are trying to support and the number of people that we're trying to serve. But right now you have an opportunity to get in today with these things. And as always, Steph and I's favorite thing to do is to offer some live only bonuses for those fast action takers that are really committed to their success. So Steph, what do you have for us today? What's a good live bonus that we can offer on the spot for the people that are ready to say yes to their success in the Unstoppable program? And Nicole, I'll ask you to go ahead and post the link down below right now, so those that are ready can say I'm in and go ahead and get started right away.
Yeah, definitely. So as you guys know, we've talked so much about the importance of a Facebook group in this. I know people have mixed feelings about Facebook groups. What I can tell you is that we always say we wish we started the tribe like 3 years earlier. Like we should have done this in 2015, right? We're a little late to the game, but we want you guys to be set up for this as well. Really, one of our core components of our programs is the ability to give you an insurance policy against social media changes. So our whole goal is that we're always kind of scanning the landscape, looking at what the long-term strategies are. There's a couple different ones online. One of them for right now, and what we're seeing is at least through the end of 2019, is Facebook groups. So here's your bonus, and it can go one of 2 ways. Number one, if you have an existing group, we're gonna hop in there. We get this request from clients all the time to do a full-scale audit of your Facebook group. So we're gonna look at all of your live streams. We're gonna look at the content. We're gonna look at what's happening with your members. We're gonna look at who the members are, right? Make sure everything is in alignment so you're set up to sell. If you do not have a Facebook group, really we're gonna dive into the lead generation and audience building tactics that bring in this cultivated group that you can keep growing and get referrals from, right? We're gonna walk you through A to Z. So whether you have a Facebook group or not, we're really gonna focus in on that audience and community piece, because the way people buy online is they buy from the excitement of being in this circle. They need to feel connected to you. Now, the good news about this, guys, and what we'll walk you through on this bonus is you don't have to be like funny or an influencer or any of the things I think hold people back from personal branding online, dude, you can show up there like a couple times a week. It's fun, right? It's fun. It's energetic. We're going to walk you through exactly how to cultivate your profitable Facebook group. So we're super excited about it. You guys know I could talk about that all day long, so we're really going to dive into that nitty gritty. So if you're in, comment, I'm in below so we can party with you guys. We'll get you set up. And as always, when you register for the program, Nicole will be in charge or in touch right away to get you set up and get you on your orientation call. And then we're here to deliver the bonuses.
Yes, absolutely. And so, we know you guys want to get results right away. And one of the best gifts that we can give you is personalized time and attention that can help jumpstart your time in the program so that you can make those key changes, know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, to see the results right away. And so this is an unbelievably valuable bonus. It's one of the ones that we get requests for all the time, that we can't deliver this to hundreds of people at a time, but we can deliver it to the 10 or 15 people that say yes to joining live today on this session. So comment down below if you're ready to party with us in your own private Facebook group. We can't wait to help you get up and running and off the ground. And we will see you on session 5 tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys.
Talk soon, guys.